In the middle of the 19th century, Michael Faraday, a great man of that time, created the first electric generator model, which became the basis for modern technologies. Today, we're going to show you a model of the electric generator using a DC generator, which was primarily based on his model. So first, how does this work anyway? Well, basically, the concept behind this model is the mechanical to electrical energy transformation. If you rotate the smaller wheel, the bigger wheel rotates because they are both mounted on the chopstick. And this bigger wheel is connected to the DC generator through rubber bands, which spin the shaft of the DC generator. As it spins, power output is generated through the wires because of magnetic flux interactions, and then the current passes through the light bulb, allowing it to shine brightly.
This model is composed of several primary parts, such as the wheels, which are made out of cardboard, allows the rotation of the shaft when it is with the rubber band. We also have the rubber bands, which were essential for the rotation of the DC motor's shaft. Then we have the DC motor itself. This is the main component of the electrical generator, because it is where the energy transformation happens. These are the wires, which connect the DC motors to the bulb, which is basically self-explanatory, And finally, we have the supposed to be LED, but we used a light bulb since it was the most convenient option. The primary parts include the wheel, the DC motor, and the LED light, which are, in our case, the light bulb. The wheel, made up of many cardboard cutouts, the chopsticks, and the rubber band, is the main source of mechanical energy of the circuit. The dynamo, also known as a DC generator, is what converts mechanical energy to electrical energy, which it does through the rubber band connected both the wheel and its motor shaft. Lastly, of course, is the light source that is being powered by the rest of the previously mentioned parts.
Jokes cause they got old like baby boomers. Turn my haters to consumers. I make vets feel like they juniors. Say your time is coming soon, but just like Oklahoma, mine is coming sooner. I'm just a late bloomer. I didn't peak in high school, I'm still out here getting
DC motor this, DC motor that. What's inside the thing anyway? Well, to answer that, if we open the casing of this motor in our model, we will see coils enclosed by a stator magnet. Basically, the principle between the two is that the stator magnet is a stationary component that magnetically interacts with the coils, which then allows mechanical rotation of the motor shaft in order to generate electricity, which will then light up the bulbs or power up things. Though it may sound convenient for electricity generation, this is terrible because it literally needs to be manually controlled by a person as compared to other more efficient and complex models.
Such as the ones that don't need an operator, like anything that uses robust fuels such as diesel or gasoline to work. Or those large things you see on the roof with a bunch of components stacked on top of each other, yeah, that's the one. In terms of all aspects, they basically take the cake, since those types were created with better materials, better engineering, and better overall efficiency, which just leaps ahead of the one we created.
Get your soul, just tell them ain't lay low. You was never really rooting for me anyway. When I'm back up at the top, I wanna hear you say, you don't run from nothing, dog. Get your soul, just tell them that the
Well, the one we created was only a simple generator, meaning that it was only used as a basis for the more complex ones. Though as time passed, these generators became much of an integral part of our society, because we now live in the modern era where electricity is basically the driving force of our technology. Electrical generators were pivotal in shaping modern society because the primary source of electricity around the world. All power plants, whether it's coal-powered, hydro-powered, or nuclear-powered, uses some kind of generator, of course. With this in mind, engineers in MIT found a way to generate electricity without using a generator, using carbon particles that can create a current by interacting with the organic liquid surrounding it. With the continuous influx of development, I guess we could say that electricity generation will just continue to find better ways of attaining efficiency, the same as how our lives become much and much more integrated with technology through time. Who knows? We might even be able to generate electricity with only the movement of our limbs by piezoelectricity.
City talking, we taking notes. Tell him all to keep making posts. Wish he could, but he can't get close. OG so proud of me that he choking up while he making toast. I'm the type that you can't control. Said I would, then I made it so. I don't clear up rumors. Where's your
If
sense?
on a budget, we can opt to use a more advanced gear design to effectively increase the rotational speed of the DC generator without having to exert too much mechanical force, leading to a higher and more consistent power output. Components such as bicycle gears or 3D printed high-speed gearbox with lubricated shaft and ball bearings can be an alternative solution. With the increase in mechanical output, implementation of power electronics will also be crucial to control and optimize current flow. One solution could be to integrate energy storage and management circuits. Integrating components such as batteries, capacitors, resistors, inductors, etc. with the generating system can help regulate power output and ensure a steady supply of electricity, especially during peak demand. If money is not a constraint, however, we can opt for more powerful generators that are more efficient and have much reduced losses, such as low-speed axial flux generators, and incorporate all the previously mentioned components. Additionally, since these generators can generate a useful amount of power even under very low revolutions per minute, integrating small 3D printed wind blades or stationary bicycles can be utilized to effectively generate renewable electric energy.
I told you long ago on the road, I got what they waiting for. All run from nothing, dog. Get your soul, just tell them ain't laying low. You was never really rooting for me anyway. When I'm back up at the top, I wanna hear you say, you don't run from nothing, dog. Get your soul.